Nice clean swing, picked up well. Early point scoring opportunity. Milano get a second go. The libero for Lube is there. And they finally, through the agency of the big Brazilian, Lucarelli. First point of the match, so we are underway. One of the players we really want to keep an eye on. This is the 15, the setter, DeCecco. He'll first serve for his team. The home team, of course, right of screen. Ball hard driven off the block. Coach Roberto Piazza for the Milano lineup. Bartolomei Cini's serving, but that's a nice block through the middle. So that'll bring a lot of confidence though. The team from Milano, they don't have a great record against Lube. They've only played each other in the last 12 months with all of the COVID problems. The last time they met was at home in Milano. Tight three-setter for Lube, so Milano on the road today, but they've got plenty to prove. 2 points all. Lucarelli goes back to serve bottom of screen. Best outside hitter at the Rio Olympics in front of his home crowd, so he knows a big stage. Looking to make a really big impact in today's match. Back row a tap, it's just a tip. Great pickup, the libero. Hard driven ball, begging for the touch off the block. Yeah, he'll get it as well. Even Zaitsev there, he is a familiar figure for World Volleyball fans. Great to see him back in the lineup. 3 points to 2. Beautiful dig set spike. Nice structure from Milano. They'll take a lot of confidence from that. Thomas Jaski, the 17. He's the American in the combination for Milan. One of the many international superstars. Standing next to Matteo Piano, the captain in the number 11 jersey. So the back set in a position to put down really cleanly. Even Zaitsev keeping that legendary emotion under control for now. Look at the back set. Beautiful one-on-one isolation. Just snapping it down, not trying to hit too hard on the ball. Took his opportunity well. 4 points to 3 now, Lube. Serving again. Lucarelli. That's Simon Robert Landi there with the serve. Here's their transition opportunity. And that'll please the crowd. A nice block, bringing Lube out to a 2-point lead. 5-3, the number 12. Enrico Diamantini, the middle blocker, getting the credit for that one. Here's Simon Robert Landi again from the baseline. Let's see what sort of action he can get on this jump serve. Ooh, just long, well left. So early scenes. Roberto Piazza talked in the pre-game about having to navigate all the challenges with COVID and players being in and out, the changes of the schedule. It's not been an easy time to bring squads together to train as a unit and then get out on the road. Just come over to Lube. Great serve down the line. Back set's pretty good. Zaitsev has to tip it. Here's the Japanese superstar. Ishikawa gets picked up though. Oh, that's going to be trouble though. Just an overpass. Well, both teams really trying to wrest control of the ball. DeCecco, the setter for Lube, couldn't quite get a handle on the ball. It is Jeski, the American, coming back to the service line. The 5-5 scoreboard, first set. Can't execute, however. send Ivan Zaitsev back to the service line. Pretty handy jump server himself. Let's see if he can light this crowd up early. The 6-5 lead, Lube over Milan. Jean-Patry down the line. Can't quite find the court. Disappointed. Ball called out. Patry. One of the two Frenchmen in this lineup for Milan today. This coach Blighini looks pretty comfortable. And I think a little error there from Zaitsev on the service line. His foot touching the baseline as part of his service action. So we're going to turn it over. 6-7 Milan, left of screen. Trailing by 1. First set. The Del Monte Coppa Italia Superliga. This is a men's quarterfinal. Here's the captain, Piano, back to the service line. Just going for that piercing float serve. The big Cuban, Yant, crushes across court. Let's see what he can do back to the service line now. Serve looked long, yeah, not quite hitting its target. So 7-8. Paolo Porro, the setter for Milan, back to the service line. So the setter is out of the front court. So they've probably got one of their stronger blocking setups now for the Milan combination. They're going to get 3 on this one for sure. Wow, but 3 blocks, cross court hard. Wonderful cross-court swing. Lucarelli for a 9-7 combination. He's going to take some stopping today. That's incredible athleticism. Oh, and that's a clever play. Just wiping the ball off the block. They're going to get that point. Once again, Lucarelli just showing his smarts here. He knows it's not a perfect ball to swing on. Just tuning it ever so lightly off the blocker's hands and out. That's some great court craft by the Brazilian. So 10-7 now. Here's a transition though. Oh, from the back row, back into Zaitsev, and you can see he didn't like it. Doesn't love getting blocked. Boy, they needed that, Milano. They had a little 3-point buffer to open up. 8 points to 10 now. Picked up though, Milano with the transition opportunity. Oh, the wonderful pipe spike is picked up though. All the tricks from the setter. Gosh, Milano, they look good in attack though when they get their opportunities. Thomas Jeski finally put it away. Yuki Ishikawa did some great work from the serve to the back row pipe to the pickup. Here he is again. What a superstar of world volleyball. Second season with Milano, so popular here in Italy. Great jump serve picked up though, and a perfect connection. That is as good as it gets through the middle. Robert Landy Simon connecting perfectly on that set, crushing the middle attack. Pacheco now, the setter for Lube, comes back to the service line. Testing set 2, that is going to create all sorts of problems. Very, very unlike Ishikawa to overpass that serve, just sat up beautifully on the net. So that 3-point lead established again, 12-9. Lube up by 3. Back set, cross court, beautiful. Jean-Patry, the Frenchman from Montpellier. This will look great on this angle. One-on-one isolated, the whole court was open. Snap of the wrist. 23-year-old Chiesa back to the service line. What can he do for Milano? Oh, once again, that is such a go-to move. Simon, in a one-on-one situation, looking really confident. Tough serve. They're under a little bit of pressure now. Ishikawa brings it back. Oh, the foot has to be employed. No, it's all losing shape for Lube. Coach won't be happy with that. They had an opportunity for Milano. Bit of a sigh of relief. There he is, the American Yashki, executing on that play. They really didn't have a lot of options. .208cm Frenchman Jean Patry back to the service line. 11-13 men's quarterfinal action. Patry's serve handled well though. Oh, good pick up the libero. Great action. Two liberos figuring prominently with the cross court. That's Yant again, the Cuban. Looks like he's enjoying his work from the outside position. Great scrambling defense, both teams, but Yant sees a pretty big block in front of him, takes on a really sharp angle, backs himself 14-11. Here is Simon. Robert Landy. Just taking a little bit off that jump serve. Middle attack. Picked up though. Here's their opportunity. Oh, this time Yant is shut down. He didn't like it that time. Wonderful blocking. Again, just when they really need it, Milan come up with a block. Piano taking most of the credit. This is going to look great from this angle. The ball pushed out to the antenna. The middle block forming beautifully for Milan. That's what you want. Yashki going back to serve. 12-14. Just hanging in there, not letting that three-point lead get away. They need to win one back on serve now. That ball too tight. That's going to create a little bit of disarray for Lube. Here's the opportunity, one-on-one. And the disarray is clear to see, unlike Lube. Here's Ishikawa, the 14. A little off speed, but just showing enough court craft. Didn't try and hit the ball too hard. And that will be a confidence builder for him. So it's two in a row, 13-14 for Milano. They're fighting back into this first set. The American sets himself for the jump serve. Doesn't try and hit it too hard. The middle attack, though, really nice. They've been effective through the middle. The two middle blockers for Lube have done a really nice job. This time it's the number 12, Enrico Diamantini, 204 centimetres. His second stint with Lube. Here's Ivan Zaitsev from the service line. Always a crowd pleaser. But another crowd pleaser all the way from Japan. Yuki Ishikawa has played for 5 different Italian clubs, Ishikawa, so he's no stranger to Italian volleyball. Well-loved and well-travelled volleyball professional Ishikawa. Matteo Piano back to the service line. 14-15, Milano away from home, holding their own here in this first set. Middle attack picked up, but it's going to sit right on top of the net. Ooh, there's going to be an inquiry, I think. Massive block. But Team Lube are complaining that the Milano player reached in on a ball he didn't have any rights to, but it's sitting right on top of the net. I don't think they're going to get any satisfaction. So 15 all. We are locked up. Leandro Mosca, the 12, exchanging conversation. The captain just goes over for Lube and just asks about that call. They're not going to turn it around though. We are in readiness again. Luciano Di Cecco front court center at the moment for Lube, I believe. But here is the captain. He's worked his way and his team back into this match. So Milano looking good now, getting a little bit of momentum. Back row attack to Zaitsev. That's exactly the circuit breaker that they needed, Lube. They'd lost a couple of points in a row. Ivan Zaitsev with the swagger. Speaking of swagger, here he is. Marlon Herrera Yant, the Cuban. Just the ball toss not where he wanted it. Oh, wow. Yuki Ishikawa has taken the pace off the ball. The last two attack attempts really caught Lube napping on that occasion. They all stood around looking as the ball just dropped in front of 4 different athletes. That is not to the coach's liking, I'm sure. Gian Lorenzo Blenini won't be pleased with what he saw. Milano fighting back well, 16 points apiece. Middle attack, the back set was perfect though. Luciano Di Cecco just setting a beautiful ball. Diamantini, the middle blocker, gets isolated one-on-one. That's beautiful vision from Di Cecco. He was the best setter at the Tokyo Olympics, the Lube setter, so he has got some skills. Back row attack. Oh, a little bit wasteful. No real block picking that one up. They're all calling it out. It's been called out 18-16, Ivan Zaitsev. Look at that face. How could you not believe that man? If he said it was out, a challenge has been asked for though. He can't believe it. So big moment for Milano. They fought so hard to get back into this match. Got it back to 16 all. It's been called out 18-16. Yeah, you can see clearly on the big screen the challenge a little bit wasteful. That was well out. Why would you not believe Ivan Zaitsev when he tells you the ball's out? So 18-16 now. So for Lube, can they get a couple of points in a row? Here's the 12. This is Enrico Diamantini. Looks for Ishikawa on serve reception, trying to take him out of the attack. But the middle attack is perfect. Shiniizi on a one-on-one himself, so gets another point back. Milano 17, Lube 18. Here he is, this Japanese superstar. Already 3 points, attacking at about 50% effectiveness. That doesn't speak to how clever his attacks have been though. Great jump serve as well. Here's Zaitsev from the back row, picking out the libero. Transition opportunity, it's going to be an off-speed. And off the blocker's hands and out. That's really, really clutch volleyball from Milano. They were under a lot of pressure. The libero for Milano getting some crucial touches on this ball, and then the one-on-one. So Ishikawa again, 18 all. Fascinating matchup, this men's quarterfinal, the Del Monte Coppa Italia. First set action, hope you're enjoying it wherever you are watching. That serve though from the Japanese superstar goes long. 19-18. Di Cecco goes back to the service line, the Italian superstar. Back row attack picked up though by Yant in the back row. 2-on-2. Oh, and the hole opened up. Really good blocking just when they needed it. I think Jean Patry maybe got a piece of that. Might have been Tomaszewski in position 1. 19 all. Milano haven't had a lead though. As best as I can tell, they've been playing catch up the whole set. Coach Roberto Piazza urging his team on. Is this the moment? First block. Well, actually the fifth block, I should say, for Milano, and what a time to get it. So they're really, the blocking of Milano has been a big factor to keep them in this first set. Can they turn it into a lead though off this serve? Oh, this is the opportunity. Oh, and they take it. Yes, they do. So, can you believe it? Milano take the lead on the back of some really clutch defense. Milano, 20 points to 19. I think we might have challenged that touchdown. We're just waiting. The Lube team, though, they don't look super happy at the moment in front of their home crowd. We're just waiting on the official replay. Interesting to note, Lube have only lost once at home to Milano, a tight setter back in, tight 5-setter I should say, back in 2019. So Lube at home against Milano absolutely have owned the record between these two teams. And they've actually only played each other once since 2019 due to COVID and the Olympics and all the things going on in the world. They met once last year. Lube won a tight 3-setter away, 28-26, 28-26, 25-23. So such a clutch match that one was. Very long, 3 long competitive sets. So on paper, Lube have the record over Milano, but I don't know, today seems different. This Milano team have overcome so many challenges. Is today their time to pull up maybe a mini upset over the home team of Lube? We're going to wait and see. We're just waiting on the technology. The inquiry as to whether the blocker actually touched the ball. The ball went clearly out off the spiker, but was it touched or not? That is what they are trying to inspect now. The libero there for Lube, Fabio Balasso. He's actually the best libero in Serie A last season, so no slouch. He's made some really important touches. Yeah, we're still waiting. Here we go. Finally got the replay we're after, and what we're looking for is whether Simon's spike actually touched the block or not. I don't see any net touch. There doesn't seem to be any violation there. But I think the question is to whether the blocker's hands touched it. The officials called it straight away. They thought it had been touched. Shinny already standing back there ready to serve the next ball. He knows what the story is. There it is. It's been given. So the call stands. So yeah, the lead, Milano 2019. Is that going to be the point that breaks this first set open? Oh, wonderful pickup. It's going to be a free ball. Going back to position 2. They picked him up once. They couldn't get him the second time. Incredible snap of the arm. Lucarelli, look at this technique. Such a fast arm action. High off the hands. Very little Tomaszewski could do. He's been pretty effective in this first set. Point number 5 for him. So he's been a great contributor. Now he's at the service line. 20 points each. The off-speed. Oh, once again, the off-speed has played havoc. Lube just not quite on their toes. Back on their heels a little bit. The off-speed from Yashiki. He saw his playing partner in Ishikawa get a pretty simple point earlier in the set with that. So 21-20. And we're going to take a break. First set action. Hope you're enjoying. Del Monte, Coppa, Super Italia. The home team call the timeout. Well, not going as planned for the home team of Lube, Civitanova. Milano have come out really well. They've blocked well. They've in fact out-blocked a really good blocking team. So Milano, all to play for. Of course, this is a sudden death match. These two teams playing here. They'll go through, the winner will go through to the final 4. So look at some of the excellent reception. So Lube have passed well, but the blocks, Milano, when it really counted, have got some really clutch defensive plays. So we are ready to get underway again. Lube crowd vocal socially distanced and trying to get their team back into this match. And that helps. The coach always claims that one. The coach calls the timeout. The opposition come out with the service error. So 21 all, 21 apiece. 1 point, one defensive play, one block. Here he is, the middle blocker. This off-speed is turned around. Here's another opportunity. Off the block it is Yashki again, the big American, the number 17. Played his college ball through the Loyola University program in Utah. 21-22, here he is. Actually, I beg your pardon, he played his college ball out of Chicago, I should say. Sorry to all the Chicago fans out there. Now making his home in Milano for the Italian League season anyway, and then that is a massive serve. Well, that's exactly what he wanted. He spiked pretty well. And that's going to be an ace for the big American. Well, this is a crucial point. That is the first time they've had a 2-point lead in Milano at the business end of the set, 23-21. Thomas Yashki, the hot hand at the moment for Milano. Great serve reception though, sets it up beautifully. That is exactly what they needed. All credit to the libero. Fabio Balasso took all the heat out of that serve. Got the ball exactly where the setter wanted it, Yart put it away. 22-23, so Ivan Zaitsev, he'll come back to the service line. Down by 1. If he goes for everything and misses his serve, Milano have a set point. This is a really, really clutch moment in the first set. Who better to have ball in hand than the lightning rod of excitement for Lube, the big number 9, Ivan Zaitsev. What does he do? Does he throw the kitchen sink at this serve? Of course he does. But he misses. Oh, I can't believe it. He was never going to do anything but go for it. 24-22, a big moment though, Milano. They've earned this position in this first set. Libero comes in, Zaitsev sits down in disgust. And the captain, Matteo Piano, goes back with 2 set points, 24-22. Lube under pressure at home here in the first set. Here we go. Oh, and they finish it with a block. This is absolutely unprecedented. 25-22, the first set in the bag. But it's gone to Milano, away from home against Lube, here in the Del Monte Coppa Italia Superlega. And the away fans from Milano, we can see what it means. 25-22. Well, that is going to wake up the Lube bench, perhaps. Are there changes coming? As I've said, they only lost once at home to Milano. A tight 5-setter back in 2019. Snuck the first set. So how will the home team, how will Lube respond? They're going to be left of screen if you've just joined us. We're in the dark strip today. Try and pick up if there's been any changes to that starting rotation, that starting roster, but we are underway again. Second set action. The team from Milano, are they going to spring a surprise? The 23, the Cuban, Marlon Yant Herrera, we'll call him Yant. And the Japanese superstar, Yuki Ishikawa, only 192 centimeters tall, but incredible hops. These Japanese athletes, all incredible leapers. Such a dynamic athlete. There's another dynamic athlete, the outside hitting prowess of Lucarelli. It's the 2 blockers in front of him, just turning it off the hands. Diamantini going back to serve for the home team, Lube. Well, they'll be stung into action, I'm sure, by that first set. Oh, an outrageous back set. That was not read by the Lube block. Milano setter in a one-on-one situation, threw a back set up to his middle attacker. Caught a few people by surprise. Shiniese has been so strong and so efficient too. He'll go back to serve. Under a little bit of duress now, Lube. Well, that had three-man wall. Serve reception really broke down, really telegraphed. Their only attacking option was to the outside hitter. Lucarelli on this occasion had a massive Milano wall. So a strong start, and block number 6, it's a good point. They are out-blocking the local team, Lube, getting a bit of a blocking lesson at the moment from Milano. So 2 points to 3. First set went to Milano, as I said, 25-22. So for Lube, they need to fight back hard here in the second. That's a good start. That's only their second kill block for the match. That'll give them a little bit of confidence. Lucarelli and Simon there, side by side. We'll see who gets a bigger piece of this one. Serve reception from the captain, and the middle blocker took him out of play, really. Oh, it's a middle blocker, Simon. Just floating across and closing the seam beautifully. That is textbook, and they really needed a kill block at that time. They didn't need a service error. Checo, the setter for Lube, just a three-quarter pace serve that rolled into the net. Jean-Patry, the Frenchman. Outrageous ball toss, plenty of top spin. The serve reception though, spot on. Simon, in that one-on-one situation, he's been pretty effective through the middle. Checo has gone to him on a couple of occasions, hasn't let him down. So good connection between those two. Zaitsev just whispering in his ear. Lucarelli goes back to the service line. Okay, 4 points apiece. Can he ignite something for the home team? Plenty of heat on that serve. Oh, the middle attack just agonisingly close for the defence, but Matteo Piano, the captain and leader of this wonderful Milano team, didn't really put too much pressure on this ball. A little paintbrush, if anything else. Simon couldn't do anything with it. It doesn't matter how you win the point. Milano a 5-4 lead. Not this time for the American. He's been such an important part of this team. Lube themselves of the team don't have any players in the top 20 total points per players for the league, where Milano, the big three of Jeski, Jean-Patry and Yuki Ishikawa, are three of the top 20 scorers in the league. So a lot of firepower for Milano, but there's some firepower and some swagger. Simon with an ace. They needed that one. Lube take the lead, 6-5. It's his first ace for the match and a really good time to do it. Maybe that's what Zaitsev was saying to him. We saw him just before having a conversation. Just go back and hit an ace, big man. That's exactly what he got. Couldn't get back-to-back aces though, surely, Simon. Or could he? Of course he can. Do you mind? Zaitsev comes over and gives him a bump. Oh, you love to see these superstars of the world game just crushing the serve. Thomas Jaski served an ace himself in the first set, but on the receiving end of some serious heat. So for the three-peat, Simon again goes back into his service routine. Back-to-back aces, the big Brazilian. Couldn't do it. Cuban, I beg your pardon. Of course he is from Cuba. Disappointed with himself. Shouldn't be. got his team the lead. And that shouldn't be underestimated. It's going to be the captain. The 11 back to serve for Milano. Matteo Piano, 5th season with Milano. So he's been part of this team for quite a while. Such an outrageous approach to his serve. Zaitsev. Deep corner, that's a smart swing, Zaitsev. Occasionally gets a little bit hyper-aggressive and tries to snap it down too sharply, but this is intelligent and well-placed deep corner. And that's really experienced volleyball from the crowd favourite Zaitsev. Let's see what he can do with his serve. Middle block, once again an off-speed. Gosh, it stayed in the hand a long time. I think the Lube team have got a right to just look at the referee and ask whether that contact was super clean. Once again, the off-speed is really catching the Lube roster a little bit on their heels. Here's Paolo Porro, the setter, from the service line. Perfect dig set spike though. That's just a training drill. When you pass that well, the setter can really deconstruct the block from the opposition. Gets a one-on-one, and they should be putting that ball away 9 times out of 10. Here's Yant. Hasn't been super effective yet with his attack. They do have that 2-point lead now, Lube. Not unlike the first set. The back row attack, that's a nice use sparingly of Thomas Yashki from the back row, but it was a good time to use him then. Lube were focused elsewhere. One-on-one block. Diamantini was isolated. Alright, the excitement machine. Ishikawa putting plenty of heat on that ball. It's going to be a back set to Zaitsev. Just starting to get a little bit of swagger. The eyeballs say it all. We need more of that. 10 points to 8. This is starting to really get fascinating. Milano weathered the storm in the first set. Lube threw everything at them, and just when it counted, a couple of big blocks got them back into it. Back row attack from Ishikawa is handled. Oh, do you mind? Simon through the middle, exploding that ball with a quick attack. 11-8. It's been Zaitsev and Simon that have really set the tone in his second set. Look at him snap that down. 11 points to 8 now. Called in. Good setting. The setter was going backwards. All his momentum seemed to indicate a back set was going to come, but he pushed it out to the stick, got a one-on-one. Zaitsev not happy with the blocking, but not a lot you could do in that situation. Milano trail by 2, 9-11, but they lead 1-0 in this best-of-5 set. Del Monte Coppa Italia quarterfinal. Oh, that's pretty. Lucarelli surfing in off the shoulder of Simon. Simon's been so effective, the block had to kind of half commit. You'll watch here, they kind of went up, like jack in the box. Lucarelli appeared in a one-on-one. Not a lot Milano could do. Nice response. Yashki, the American. So the match settling in, everyone's still finding their feet. Checo for the home team, guiding his team around pretty well, the setter. Jean Patry, Olympic gold medalist. Gosh, that must sound great on your resume, but gets the overpass, and I think Ishikawa puts it down. Yeah, the number 9, current Olympic gold medalist from Montpellier for the Tokyo Olympics, the French team. Oh, they ignited world volleyball last year with that wonderful gold medal performance. Another tough serve. Oh, do you mind? And a few stern looks through the net. The setter had every right to that ball. Checo, you watch him go up there. How did he connect with Simon? I do not know. Piano maybe reached in a little bit where he didn't have rights to be, and that's what the look through the net. It's going to be Lube's point, 13-11. The challenge has been requested. And what they're checking is, did the setter from Lube play at a ball that had already more than half crossed the net? As the back row setter, he's got no rights to that ball. If it's over on the other side, that's clearly on his side. That is magnificent. And because he's not an attacking player, he's not spiking. The captain, Matteo Piano, can't reach in. He can't make a play at that ball. It's not an attacking player. But for mine, the connection with his middle blocker with one hand was just magnificent. So great officiating, and must be said, the setter was on his side of the net. Piano had no rights to make a play at that ball. But it didn't matter. Simon put it down hard. So 13-11, is that going to be the little spark for Lube, perhaps? That ball's gone long. Jean-Patry just going a little bit extravagant with that deep swing. So 14-11, the pressure now back on Milano. So Coach Roberto Piazza calls a timeout for his squad. He's going to bring them together because all the momentum back with the home team. Cucine, Lube, Civitanova. We'll call them Lube, the home team in front of the home crowd here. Part of the Macerata province of Italy. So you can see the scoreboard. Little runs of points there. And it shows Lube a 14-11 lead, a 3-point lead. But again, the middle part of this set, Milano did not go away when they were under this sort of pressure in the first set. And then their block really got going. The libero there, Nicola Pezzarisi, one of the quiet performers in this Milano attack. Actually played one season for Lube back in 16-17, a year that they actually won the Serie A, so he knows this stadium pretty well. Here's the transition opportunity. Off the block. Zaitsev starting to rack up some really good stats. Not a great spike approach. He didn't really go back for the full approach. And again, just showing his mental strength of using his brain there to hit the top of the block, not trying to wipe it off to some outrageous angle, and brings up 15-11. Lucarelli back to the service line. An important part of this second set, a 4-point lead. That's a big lead in the context of the match. It's been pretty close. The lefty gets blocked out, the 7. Yuri Romano, we haven't seen much of him yet, but the Lube block was waiting. The left-hander dropping it inside a little bit, left him a little bit short-handed. The block really honed in on the left hand. You can see there Bleghini really pleased with the block, but asking for more. 16-11 now. Lucarelli serves again. Oh, love that from the setter. The tiny peek over his shoulder just before he set the quick attack. How do you look away from the volleyball to see what the blockers are doing and then look back and set a perfect ball is beyond me. That is high-class setting. Such a small skill in such a moment. Paolo Porro putting on a tiny little setting clinic there. Here's Thomas Yashki. 12-16, served an ace in the first set. Can't come up with one now. The middle attack again. Robert Landi Simon, he's been really effective. Hardly made any errors. The 12 comes back on into the front court. Enrico Diamantini. 17-12. Okay, Lube, the coach looking a little more comfortable. A 5-point lead. They look really stung by that first set loss. Back set to the left-hander. Again, he gets blocked. It's going to be a bit of a free ball. What tricks have Lube got here? The back set. Oh, there's no tricks required. They're just going to back set Zaitsev. Wasn't even a perfect set again, but he's going high and off hands. Zaitsev looks really composed today. Yeah, Yeah, smart hitting. Really smart hitting from Zaitsev. He's experienced. He's played in the Russian leagues. He's played for a number of Italian league clubs. This is actually his second stint at Lube, Zaitsev. So a bit of a journeyman of Italian volleyball. And that's a really great set. Lube, just when they thought they had their block well structured, a quick attack, catching them a bit by surprise. Matteo Piano through some good setting again from Paolo Porro. Gets his one-on-one. He goes back to the service line. He's hit really well as well. So Simon for Lube and Piano, the middle blocker for Milano, both been really effective for their squads. No, he's not going to run that one down. So Enrico Diamantini, I think it was, the middle blocker, just putting that ball away nicely. 19-13. So a handy 6-point lead. Lube in front of their home crowd, starting to restore order from their point of view. Big jump serve. It's long, Zaitsev. Not looking too despondent about it. That lead is pretty comfortable. 14-19 Milano. Going to have to do something really special to get back into this second set, but they are capable. We saw them in the first set. Wouldn't go away. Porro from the service line. This young setter. Some good service pressure. Oh, good pickup. Libero, but it's a free ball. Here's the opportunity. Set is perfect. They're all queuing up. They can't execute. Another opportunity. And that set just got a little close. There wasn't much that the attacking player from Milano could have done there. Yant, the big Cuban, really sweated on this close ball. Just way too close. Not many options. You're at the end of your swing. You're at the absolute end of your reach. You've got two big blocks in front of you. So here he is, 204 centimetres of Cuban from the service line. Yant really teeing off, but just not quite landing one. He hasn't been at the top of his game from the service line. 15-20 now. It is going to be Yuki Ishikawa. Of course, he captained his national team at the home Olympics, where they finished 7th. So much expectation on the Japanese men's team at Tokyo 2020. They probably felt they let their country down, but they played so great they didn't let anyone down. But so much pressure as a home Olympics and the captain of the home team in the sport of volleyball. So incredible pressure on Yuki Ishikawa. This time Zaitsev out of the back row. He's hit really clean today, Zaitsev. So 21-15. Lube up by 6, showing good control. Just little errors like that in a one-on-one situation for Milano. Can't land it. Tomaszewski started the first set well. Just one or two little errors creeping in. So 22-15. Really hard to come back now for Milano in the second set. 7 points down. Lube only 3 points from tying this match up at 1 set apiece. What can Milano do? This time a one-on-one. He takes all the pace off the ball. And that's worked well for them. Yeshki on that occasion showing much better composure. Just dumping that ball or tipping that ball. (16-22). What can Shiniesi do from the service line? Oh, Zaitsev again. Ishikawa's there. It's going to be a free ball of sorts. No, a bit of pressure at the net. Okay, it's got to come this time. Surely that's a free ball. 1, 2, 3. The outside hitter. One-on-one. Lucarelli again. They were sweating a little bit on Zaitsev, I think. He'd seen all of the action. They zoned out on Lucarelli. Got his one-on-one. 23-16. Checo back to the service line. He doesn't miss with the serve. Cup. Lucarelli again, that is high and wide. That has gone a mile over the block. And he knows it too. 17-23, no time to be getting too wild. They need to buckle down one good pass. They need to get this second set done. Jean-Patry, the Frenchman, the opposite from the service line, buries it into the net. So 24-17. The Lube fans just inching off the edge of their seats a little bit because they've got 7 set points. Andrea Marchisio just coming off from a little spell, but it is set point. Lucarelli, what can he ignite? Perfect pass, the back row attack, pretty effective. That's not going to trouble Lube too much. 7 set points becomes 6 set points. They'll look pretty calm. For the 17, Thomas Yaski, the American. He's got complete freedom, not a lot of expectation. He can go for his serve. They are down 6 set points. If he misses it, c'est la vie. It's going to be an outside swing for the set. Ooh, 2 in a row. A little bit wasteful. 19-24. Lucarelli missed the block in the court by a big margin on his previous swing. Just lost his radar a little bit, so 19-24. Coach Blaghini not looking too distressed at the moment. 2 set points saved though. He's going to get another opportunity. No, it goes to Zaitsev, who gets it shut down. Of course he does on the first opportunity. So there it is. The Lube fans breathe a bit of a sigh of relief because Ivan Zaitsev has closed out the second set. 25-19. So 1 set apiece. Lube fans, this time it's their turn to rejoice. 1 set all. The Del Monte Coppa Italia, the Super Cup. And the home team Lube have locked it up. 1 set apiece. Milano took the first one 22-25. Macerata Province here in Italy. We are underway again, 3rd set. Milano starting with the ball in the 3rd. But it will be Lucarelli. It's been a little bit hot and cold. He had some really good moments. Got a little bit wasteful when the scoreboard pressure wasn't there in the 2nd set. But he seems to be dialed back in to start the 2nd. The team of Lube are actually 3rd in the league for aces per set. They average 1.84 aces per set. We saw them get 2 in the 2nd set, so they're actually a really strong serving team. That's a nice swing down the line. Jean-Patry, the tall Frenchman, didn't have a lot of line to work with, but he snapped it down beautifully. Impossible to dig that ball. If you're in position 1, you hate seeing that ball down hard on the line. 1 point apiece. Ishikawa. That side spin that he sets up on his ball toss makes it a bit harder to pass. Oh, great dig from the libero. It's going to have to be a free ball of sorts. Everyone thinks it's a ball called out. Did he get touched? No, Tomaszewski. They can't quite agree. A challenge has been requested. Lube been given the point for mine. I think that's caught the corner. It's happened so fast. You might not have picked it up at home. Yeah, you see, it has caught the, absolutely. That's a great challenge. On the line. Coach Roberto Piazza looks like a superstar now. So a little moment there for Milano. They thought the ball was in and it just caught the line. The Lube squad were adamant that it missed, but the camera picked it up once again. Oh, good desperation. And it pays off. Wonderful swing. Jean-Patry Great defense. This time the middle attack from Lube has been touched off the block the last couple of times and has given Milano a transition opportunity, and they've turned it into points. So 3-1. Strong start. Zaitsev, and a little bit of attitude through the net as well. Just bristling. Ivan Zaitsev indeed. Hits the winner, and then for good measure, just gives a little bit of a stare down. You're in my house. You play by my rules, says Ivan Zaitsev. Patry with the off-speed. Oh, looked like a collision under the net. Oh, the block was in disarray. I think Patry had a knee clash maybe. Lucarelli had the opportunity. That's the sort of wastefulness that his coach won't like to see. The block from Milano wasn't well formed. They're the sort of spiking moments where you want to see your outside hitter not go for the massive angle and just really make something count. And he couldn't do it, so 4-2 Milano. Ciniesi from the service line. It's going to be a pretty easy pass though. Zaitsev takes the pace off the ball, just dropped a bit low on him. Oh, Zaitsev blocked again, so it's going to be a free ball. The back row attack, Ishikawa, and that trademark fist bump, and they all come together. In a group hug, he pops out again, and Ishikawa. Love the way he just injects himself into the game. Just catching Simon's block. Says, come on lads, come with me. So 5-2. The momentum has swung back to Milano on the back of some nice touches from the block and some errant hitting. Lube have not quite been able to execute. That's better. Simon through the middle. That's back to what they've been good at. Lube actually equals second in the league with attack efficiency at 45%. One of a couple of teams on that stat. They're only behind Perugia on 47%. So just under 1 in 2 attacks you expect Lube to actually hit a winner, but they haven't been as effective in this third set. And a service error just doesn't help from Lucarelli at this time. So you've been a bit hot and cold, Lucarelli. 6-3 now. Jean Patry back to the service line. He's attacking at 38%, but 7 points he's contributed. Oh, make that 8 points. He's contributed a massive ace. What a time to bring that out. Look how laconic he is. No emotion. All business. 7 points to 3. It's a good lead. Milano leading 7-3 now. Patry, the Frenchman, doesn't hit the floor on this occasion, but it's creating some challenges. Which way are we calling that one on? I felt sure that landed in, I thought, Lube, but it's going to be an 8-3 lead, and it's going to have to be a timeout called by Gian Lorenzo Bleini. The coach from Lube won't like what he saw. They fought back so well in the second set. They really controlled the match in the second set. But they've come back out a vastly different team. Their attack efficiency is down. Their passing is down. So what magic can the coach work in this timeout? There you can see, and that's a really telling statistic. Those runs of points, for every point they've earned, Lube, Milan have taken 2. And in the point per rally format that we play, every time a ball is served, a team gets a point. So if they get away, it's really hard to rein back in a team that gets a handy lead. Nini not looking too animated, but he can't be happy with the start to the third set. Just repeating those set scores, the first set went to Milano, the away team. They won that one 25-22. Lube hit back in the second, 25-19. It is Milano 8-3 in the third. Great pass And the execution we've been looking for. Yant, the Cuban. Haven't seen a lot of him in the third set, so that was a really nice injection. And it's a good attack at the moment. For them, Zaitsev now in the front row. Yant is there as well. Robert Landy-Simon takes all the pace off that serve. But the captain, just showing his experience in a one-on-one situation, dragging it down the front of the blocker. Matteo Piano. Committed to the run, committed to the attack. Off the net, he did a nice job. The American Yashki back to the service line, 9-4. He's had his moments from the service line. And here's another opportunity. He's come off the forearms. Ishikawa. Oh, wonderful defense. Oh, but a wonderful block. Gosh, they had to work so hard, Lube, to stay in that point. This ball meant that there was a three-person wall, a massive Lube presence above the net defensively. Gosh, they needed that. That seemed like a really big moment in this match. Send Zaitsev back. Deep in thought. What can he do from the service line? Hits the libero. Ishikawa one-on-one. Picked up. He'll get another opportunity. Off speed. Well, he's gone back to the well one too many times that time, Ishikawa, for mine. The off speed was really profitable in the first set for Ishikawa. The blockers adjusted. They've gone up a little bit later. Wait. They're at the top of their block, and that off speed is just easy picking. So a nice little comeback here from Lube. That timeout has spurred them into action. A great serve from Zaitsev. What can Ishikawa do? Oh, it's still coming. Wow, what a rally. That's going to go out though. Zaitsev again. Wonderful play. Lube back in this at 7-9. Well, some great attack, and Zaitsev himself at 58%, really effective in this match. Had a good second set, and he's back in the third. But the back row attack is exactly what Milano needed to do. Patry out of position one. So many attacking options for this Milano combination. If it's not Thomas Yashki, the American, if it's not Yuki Ishikawa coming at you, Jean Patry, a real threat either from the front court or the back court. Piano goes back to serve for his team. Milano now 10-7, back to that 3-point lead. Short serve, well met. It's going to be a broken offense. Can Ishikawa under pressure again? He's not got a lot of really easy situations to try and convert on. The quick attack just sets up beautifully. The back set. DiCecco just going about his business quietly and calmly. 8-10. The Cuban Yant will go back to serve. Has he got what it takes to drag his team back equal with Milano, who are got their tails up at the moment? Back row attack from Patry again. This time they were waiting for him. They were ready this time, but he was still up to the challenge. Looked like a three-quarter pace spike. He didn't really try and go for everything. Just down the line beautifully. Paolo Porro. He previously played for both Modena and Treviso. Paolo, his third Italian club. And a nice block. They're back as a blocking unit. Shiniesi, I think, getting most of that one. It's a 12-8, 4-point lead. It's an uncomfortable lead. Lube won't like seeing this blowout very much. Oh, the pressure from the serve. This is going to be a feast now for Milano. They're lining up. But a good pick-up. The libero gets a nice play. The back row attack. Oh, it's Zaitsev time. Such a talisman for this team. When they look under pressure, when they need the big play. So much experience across the roster, but it's time and time again Zaitsev who steps up when they really, really need a point. Enrico Diamantini goes back to serve. Can they get a block? Can they do something to... Oh no, that angle is just spectacular. Jean Patry this time out of position 4 in the front row. Lucarelli was standing in a really awkward position there. Had come back to try and make a defensive dig. Just had no time to respond. Patry snapping the arm down. So 13-9. Ishikawa, there's just no relief. If you're receiving serve from Lube, you are under some heavy service pressure tonight. Ishikawa's turn to light it up. Oh, they've got the serve. Oh no, a net touch. Wow. Well, it's the first time we've seen that tonight. They had the ball back. They'd taken all the pace off the attack. Lucarelli drew the net foul. So that's been such great block pressure from Milano. They've been really, really disciplined, but this is an unforeseen error through the middle though. Chiniese hasn't been overused. Doing a nice job on that occasion. 14-10. To be a free ball. Patry brings it over. Oh, one-on-one, that is just going to be punished, and punished it is. Lucarelli, beautiful setting again. Luciano Di Cecco ran a really nice offense, knew where everyone was, and just unpacked for a rare time the Milano block for 11-14. Here he is back at the service line. Attacking at 50% effectiveness. That's pretty good. That's it's pretty effective at this level. Here's an opportunity. Broken play. It's going to be Zaitsev. Great touch though from the libero. Oh, and off the block into a deep corner position. Really hard to deal with. Pesaresi, the libero there for Milano, working really hard, keeping his team in that point. So 15-11. Just when it looks like Lube are getting a little bit of momentum back, Milano have been able to close the door. Patry again, the Frenchman. Oh, with a massive serve. Not a lot you can do. Fabio Balasso, the libero, I think is on court at the moment. Yes, it is, and that ball just dipping wickedly in front of him. He was a little bit on his heels, but that really caught him unaware. 16-11. This is a really good serving display from Milano in this set. Oh, and the turn of the shoulder from Zaitsev. One-on-one, he took the line option. Shoulders pointing cross-court, but at the last moment, snapping it down the line. 12-16. This is Robert Lenny-Simon. They need a couple of cheap points, Lube, or this second, I should say third set is going to be over really quickly. That's not going to help. Scoreboard 17-12. 11 service errors to 7. So Lube not doing themselves a lot of favours from the service line. Yaski, the American, good service pressure, making his serve count. Serve received excellent. Gianno Di Cecco, the setter for Lube, going with his middle attack, running a good offense when he can. It's going to be Zaitsev, 13-17. Surely a bridge too far. They keep going to him. They keep looking to their talisman to do something special. The X factor. What can he bring from the service line? Oh, something special. The off-speed has caught everyone unawares. He'll get the opportunity to hit the winner. Well, that is unexpected from Zaitsev. Absolutely took all the pace off that serve. Catching Milano strangely unawares, they put a very simple ball back over, and he demanded the back row attack on the back of that incredibly clever serving display. So 14-17, Zaitsev gets another back. This time he puts plenty of pressure on the ball. Oh, not to be though. 18 points to 14. Yuki Ishikawa, in his second season with Milano, starting to look really at home and really an on-court leader of this team. Brings a lot of energy in amongst the Italians and the Frenchman. The Japanese captain looking really at home in this Milano attack. Oh, do you play that ball as the libero? Is that going in? Off the block, he made a split-second decision. Couldn't get the ball back to the front court. The block was high and off hands. I think that ball's... We'll never know. He's the only one in position. He made a play at it. 19-14 Piano. With this very unique service approach. Here we go. Bounce, knee bend, and in we go. 19-14. Great touch. Oh, wonderful from Piano in the back row to get a little defensive pop in position 5. Put it to the front court. This will look great. All reflex. But for number 1, Bartolomei Sciniesi, it was enough for him to do something with. So 20 points to 14, but on the back of wonderful defensive touch from the captain. Milano in the box seat in this third set. Zaitsev comes off, takes a break. Checo comes off as well. Garcia comes on. Gabi Garcia Fernandez, I think the 1. And probably Daniele Sottili as well. To set. Off the block and down the front and out. So they needed that, Lube. They needed that fast. 15-20. They trail by 5 though. So that's Daniele Sottili, the veteran, 42 years of age. What a time to bring your veteran 42-year-old in when you are down by 6 points in the third set at home. It is a clutch substitution by Coach Bleghini. Oh, some good blocking though. The pressure is back on Milano. Yuki Ishikawa feels no pressure. He is an absolute beast. 21-15. The block was good from Lube, but they couldn't come up with that killer blow. Yuki Ishikawa finished it on the third attempt. So for Daniele Sottile, debuted in the Italian League back in 1996. Half of this squad that he's playing with were not born when he made his debut. Unbelievable statistic. The veteran of Italian volleyball, what can he do magically with those hands? Well, it's his counterpart on the opposition that can't land the serve. So there he is, urging his team on. Won the Italian Cup way back in the 98-99 season, Sottile. So he's been in and around this competition for over 20 years. But they're not going to get that ball back. So Milano celebrate another point, a crucial point. 22-16. 3 points away potentially from a 2-set-to-1 lead away from home. All of the disruption on both these squads. COVID has impacted their rosters. It's impacted the schedule. Surely Lube at home had to be the favourites in this match. Well, at the moment, Milano were playing like the favourites. They lead 1 set all, 22-17 in the third. 17-22. Here's Gabi Garcia Fernandez, the Puerto Rican, part of this team that won silver at the World Club Championships recently, but right now his focus is on this serve, trying to bring life back into this third set for Lube. Oh, there's one. Right, that helps. That's a start. One at a time. 18-22. One-on-one, you're not going to stop that. Good composure. Milano withstood a little bit of pressure, but 23. Pick up in defense. They're going to transition away. They're going to get another opportunity. Third time is a charm. The off speed is perfect. Yuki Ishikawa demanding setting rights in the back row. And they bring up set point with that little off speed. Clever from Yashki, the American, just to roll it cross court, almost a beach volleyball roll shot across court. And it is 5 set points for Milano, the away team, with the opportunity to take a 2-1 lead. Oh, the back row attack. We haven't seen the pipe to Yant yet this match. What a time to do it. And that caught everyone off guard. Really good option. The facial expressions from Roberto Piazza are bellissimo. All right, big moment. Lucarelli. He needs to do something special because it is 4 set points to the opposition. Dig, set, spike, and it is run and done. The third set, 25-20. And this is a really big score line because the away team of Milano have taken the third set and lead this match 2-1 up against the home team Lube in this men's quarterfinal for the Coppa Italia. And for the home team and the home crowd, it is stunned silence. And they must win this next set or they will be bundled out. Milano in the white strip. Lube wearing their dark strip. Normally red is their regular strip. You can see the Lube fans there trying to build a little bit of hometown support, but they're a little bit stunned, I must admit, because it is 2-1 and the fourth set, all or nothing now for Lube. They start with the ball in a must-win set for them. They're going to get a second go here. Oh, Yuki Ishikawa. No, I beg your pardon. It's, of course, the setter, Paolo Porro. The setters love that opportunity, don't they? They just quietly go about setting the attack. They just want that one opportunity per match to leap up and hit that second ball for a winner, just to remind the opposition that they can spike. All 183 centimetres of him, so barely 6 foot tall. Paolo Porro. Just reminding the opposition that he's there too. Strong blocking. So Milano, 2 points to love. That is not the start that the home team were after. Of course, I should mention Paolo Porro, the setter for Milano, is currently third in the league for points won, so been a really effective setter of the ball for his team. That's a nice swing. That was the one they wanted. I think Lucarelli gets the connection on that occasion. Fabio Balasso, the libero, breaking out the hands. Still had 3 on him, but he did really well. Found open court with a 3-man block. Here is the setter for Lube, de Checo. Once again, Ishikawa. Just such a wonderful technique. Look at this spike approach. Just levitates. Turns his shoulders. Rarely see him snap it back down the line. He loves it. Cross-court swing as much as possible. Good serve pressure down the line. Yeah. They all believed it was in. So did the official. That's all that matters. Lucarelli thought he was going to be dudded out of a stat there, but no, the call was correct. He will go back to serve. 2 points to 3, 4th set action. Match score, as you can see there, Milano, the away team, on the bottom of the scoreboard, leading 2-1. Challenge has been requested. They were pretty adamant of the Lube combination that ball was in. Milano were within their rights to challenge, so we're going to check that replay. They're just giving his setter some strategic advice. Not super happy with the offense that they've run. So the challenge was unsuccessful, so we're underway again. Service error though. We're going to be out to a 4-2 scoreboard. Milano looking comfortable. They haven't had many things go against them in this match. Milano playing more like the home team. They look very comfortable in this stadium. Brought a small but vocal band of supporters with them. Ishikawa from the service line. Ivan Zaitsev indeed in the opposite position. Such a powerful spiker of the ball, Zaitsev. The veteran, of course, of the Italian team. He's silver medalist in Rio in 2016, a bronze in London in 2012. So 2 Olympic medals at home in the trophy cabinet for Ivan Zaitsev. It's going to be a free ball. Okay. Zaitsev dig. Not the spike though. Everyone was watching Zaitsev. But a good time to run the middle attack. Enrico Diamantini. You see they kind of half an eye on Zaitsev. That's the sort of pulling power that he has as an attacker. The block, semi-committed, one-on-one situation for the middle attack. That's some nice strategic setting by De Checo. Simon from the baseline. Just go for a drop serve. 3-man block. Touched off the block. That's a nice touch in 5. And Lucarelli. Ooh. That is going to be called a lifted ball. It was called instantly. It's a big moment because it gives Lube, the home team, the 1-point advantage. They've not led for a while. They didn't like the call, Milano, but it was an instantaneous call. The open hand lift. Didn't see much wrong with that call. It's not a nice clean pop of the ball. You can't open your palm and throw the ball up, catch and throw. So we're underway again with a 5-4 scoreboard. Lube back with the lead. Momentarily though, through the quick attack. Milano. Shiniesi just quietly going about his business. He's one of the leading scorers in this match. 82% effectiveness. You can see why. He's been so effective. He's the leading middle blocker in the league before this match. 110 points won for Bartolomei Shiniesi. Played for Calabria last season, only his 2nd season in the Italian leagues. He was, of course, the best middle blocker at the Tokyo Olympics, so, and of course an Olympic gold medalist with that French outfit, so Chiniese had a good year in 2021, it's safe to say. An Olympic gold medal, best middle blocker at the Olympics. These are some heady awards for a wonderful volleyballer. So 6 points apiece. Fourth set action. One-on-one, nice pick up again in the back court. Everyone thinks it's touched. I think it's... Is it going to be challenged? 7-6 Lube. Get the point. A little shake of the head there from Blenini. This is Yant, Marlon Herrera Yant, the Cuban, 204 centimetres from the service line. Plenty of pace on the ball, just can't land the jump serve. They just haven't been able to string bunches of points together though, Lube at home. If they get a block, they don't get the serve. Just for a little period in the second set, which they went on and won, they had got a little run of points, but Milan have been really effective at stopping momentum. Can't land the serve themselves. Ivan Zaitsev, of course, didn't play the last time these two teams met late last year, so they haven't had to face him for a little while. He's been quite effective. Lube 8-7. Can they string a bunch of points together now? Ball's touched off the block, so here's their opportunity. Transition to Zaitsev. Tip, surely that's on the ground. It is, so that's the all-important double point. 9-7, Zaitsev showing great composure. Nicola Passavisi, the libero for Milano, sliding in, trying to pancake that ball with a hand on the floor, but couldn't get there. Ooh, almost an ace. That's going to be a free ball, so here's the opportunity. They've got to make the most of these. Simon is almost picked up, but it's perfect. That is the moment. 10 points to 7. It's really great athleticism from Simon. He took the reception on his forearms, but committed to the quick attack, ran the back set. The big man did a nice job. So Roberto Piazza calls his first time out in the fourth set. They've been pretty comfortable, but Lube, when they really, really needed it, they've come back into this match. 10 points to 7. Again, a must-win set. First set went to Milan 25-22. Lube came back 25-19 in the second, but then 25-20 comfortably in the third. You can see there, they've been point for point, but that little run of points can make such a difference in this match. Enrico Diamantini been pretty effective in attack, 60% and 9 points won. This is an important moment after the opposition coach has called the timeout. You as the server, you've got to come back and get this serve into play. Does that. And a good touch from Zaitsev. Here's their transition. Simon, he's not going to get a swing of that ball. Oh, what a shame. Lube had a little bit of control at that point, but they couldn't get someone set up to have a swing. For Milano. Marco Piano indeed. Matteo Piano not crushing the ball, but doing enough. 8-10. It's Piano serving again. It's going off the forearms. Oh, a monster block. That is a massive kill. And it's that man again. Look how pumped up he is. It's going to be the number one, of course. Bartolomé Chiniese. This big Frenchman is quietly becoming MVP of this match at the moment. The kill block just when his team needed it. 9-10. His captain goes back to serve. The middle blockers between the 11 and the 1 have been really solid tonight for Milan. Zaitsev just gets that's a challenge called straight away. Zaitsev, butter wouldn't melt in his mouth. He's saying, what? That ball is in. Come on. But they're going to check it. Not sure why you look at the floor. It doesn't tend to leave much of a ball mark. Coach Roberto Piazza quite animated. They did respond really quickly. You see Piano calling the team together, saying, come on, lads. Let's concentrate on what we can concentrate on. Don't look at the... Oh, and they've got it too. Look at that. That is a wonderful challenge. My goodness, that is inches. The technology just backing up the instinct. Congratulations to Piazza, the coach, and Piano, the captain, on that wonderful challenge. Makes a big difference. It would have been 11-9 and instead it's 10-all. We are locked up again in the fourth set. This is getting really tense now. Lube, as they get more and more pressure in this fourth set, are they going to keep their composure? They must win this set. Hometown fans expect so much of this team. Milan have come here quietly and ambushed them. So the captain again from the service line. Zaitsev, and he ignites physically and verbally on that ball. The scream. He feels he was hard done by on the previous one. There is no question about where this ball landed. Watch this, folks. Yeah. Any questions? And then the muscle pose down at the end is peak Zaitsev. It's going to be an off-speed from Yuki, but it's clever. Ishikawa, under pressure. He's been given some suboptimal service when they've been under pressure, but he's found really clever ways to win points, and that's one of the strengths of Ishikawa's game. He was well off the net, wasn't a super set. He's gone high off the block. Just composure again from the Japanese national captain. That serve is out though, so 12-11, Lube. Breathe a sigh of relief. You've got Zaitsev, you've got Lucarelli, you've got Simon in the front row. If you're ever going to get a block, Lube fans, surely this is your outfit that does it. Off the block and out though. Almost. Back set was well disguised. Simon couldn't get there. Ishikawa back to the service line. 12 points all. Milan. That was the one we wanted. Simon, we haven't seen him enough in the last two sets for mine. He's been so effective, particularly in the second set. Gives them a 13-12 lead. Can he enforce his will from the back of the court, from the service line? Ishikawa with a good serve receive. Here's their transition though. Zaitsev. Oh, well, you could have set your watch on that transition ball being a back set to that man. You can't zone out on any of those other attackers though, so Zaitsev gets his one-on-one, hits his winner, 14-12. Simon again, second serve opportunity for him. Lucarelli frustrated in backcourt. He was in good position, but all his weight was going back towards the middle of the court. The ball passes by his left side. Shiniesi back to the service line. 15 points, so effective again. 83% is absolutely top shelf attacking from the Frenchman. Ivan Zaitsev. So 15-13 this replay again. He had 2 blocks in front of him. The ball hit the blocker, and you saw it hit the antenna at the side of the net. As soon as the ball touches the antenna, it's instantly called out. The last team to touch it, of course, Milano. So point to Lube, and a net touch. It's only the second time this match we've seen it. Luciano Dzicecco, the setter, I think, called. He didn't put up much of a fight. You hate that. They kept the ball in play, but the net touch spotted straight away by the second referee. So Jean Patry, another gold medalist in the squad from the Olympic Games. That's nice. Once again, Yant, the Cuban. 16-14. Oh, it's going to be very tense, folks. Lube in front of their home crowd, down 2-1. 2-point lead. Getting into the very sharp end. Men's quarterfinal for the Coppa Italia. The top 4 teams go through. It's sudden death. It's elimination. Second opportunity goes back to the outside. And yeah, we've got another net touch. So athletes starting to get a little bit weary. Starting to see them lose a little bit of their athletic shape at the net. I think it might have been the setter. Oh, it's hard to tell from that replay. Yeah, you can see he drop his head. Yeah, he knew it. Paolo Porro in position 2, the outside blocking position, just touching the net at a bad time. 17-14. Gosh, Lube needed that. Yant now must focus up, must put some pressure on this ball, must get him to a 5th set. Wonderful serve. It's going to be a free ball. It's going to be the libero to set the back row of Zaitsev. Oh, what's he done? Oh, just for a moment. I thought he'd hurt himself. He didn't land very athletically at all. Does he slip? Yeah, it didn't look good just for a moment. I thought Zaitsev might have injured himself. Not his most elegant landing, but all that matters is that Milano won the point, 15-17. Here we go. So reception is pretty solid. Lucarelli gets picked up. What can Ishikawa do? Again, just under pressure. Oh, is Lucarelli getting wasteful again at a really important time? We saw him do this in the 3rd set. Deep in the set, he started spraying the ball. I'm seeing a touch called by the second referee. That's interesting. The second referee was indicating that he thought it was touched off the block, but to me it looks like the ball was called in Milan's favour, and that it's the coach of Lube that has requested the challenge. Surely not. The points are, I think, already gone on the board. We'll see if it touches anyone. Doesn't look like it. Touch? No. So yeah, Lucarelli with the error. It's going to be a 16-17 scoreboard. Needs to focus here, Lucarelli. Very likely to get the next set if the serve is a good one, or they go back to Zaitsev. Oh, it's hit him on the way through. It's an ace. Can you believe it? What a time for Tomaszewski to bring out only his 2nd ace of the match, I believe. He has locked this 4th set up at 17 all. And the pressure will go firmly back on the home team, Lube, so they're going to call a timeout. Wow. Lube looked to be a little comfortable in this 4th set, this must-win set. In the back of a couple of plays, 17 points apiece. Milano going to come in here into Lube's home stadium and cause an upset. Gian Lorenzo Benini looking pretty calm. That run of points had been pretty equal. But 3 in a row, 15, 16, 17 for Milano. And that's enough for a timeout to be called. So pressure firmly back on the home team now. Zaitsev's in the back row. Lucarelli gone a little bit cold in position 4 for mine. He's outside hitting under pressure. Hasn't been where he'd want it to be, I'm sure. Thomas Yashki. Zaitsev gets absolute butter from the setter, and he puts that ball down hard. Luciano Di Cecco setting a really sweet back row ball, sat up. Zaitsev saw the open line, executed perfectly. All right, 18-17, a deep breath here in the stadium. Lube fans were biting their nails on that one. So we get a substitution. Number 3 comes on. Once again, we saw this in the 4th set, the veteran coming back on 10 years or so with this team. Oh, but Sotili can't do anything from the back row on that one. So deep in this set, yeah, the veteran, oh, he's out again. He came in just for that serve. And here's the hyper-experienced number 11, Matteo Piano, 5th season with Milano. He's won the Italian Super Cup on 3 occasions, but the last was with Modena, so he'd love to win it with his new team of Milano. That's an overpass. That's a very, very poor serve reception. That is a skill error at a really bad time for the home team, and you can see what it means. Milano take the lead in the 4th set. This really unique service approach from Piano. The ball just getting big. Onyat, the Cuban, he can't believe he shanked that ball cold back over the net and out. But that'll count as an ace. So innocuous, but a lead now. Piano again. Who's he going after? Of course he goes after him again. That's good experience. Zaitsev, they handle him on this occasion. Ishikawa off the block. Zaitsev gets requested. Oh, that's a coach killer. Zaitsev had to take all the pace off the ball. It wasn't a perfect set, but the Zaitsev effect, the fear that he brings, sees a little overreach on the block. Yeah, a little collision between the one Shiniesi and I think Ishikawa. They sort of bumped each other into the net. Gee, they needed that Lube. Doesn't matter how you score the points at 19 all, that was one they needed. Who gets to 20 first? The lefty off the block and in. We haven't seen a great deal from the lefty. The opposite, the number 7. Yuri Romano hasn't seen a lot of action, but when his team needed him, he came up with a good play there. 20-19. He gets a break on that. So 4th set action, the Coppa Italia 2022 here in Palasport Eurosol Forum, the home of Lube, but it's Milan with a 2-1 and a 2019 scoreboard. Oh, that's going to be called as a net contact and a challenge. Robert Landy-Simon is urging his coach to challenge that. He doesn't believe he's committed any foul. Currently the scoreboard 21-19 with challenge pending. And it will have to be a replay if this challenge is successful for Lube, because the ball was still in play. It was still a live ball. If this challenge is successful, the scoreboard goes back to 2019 and it will be a do-over. Unless they find another fault in this somewhere. But Robert Landy-Simon adamant that he has not touched the net. You want to hope for the Lube fans that he is right and he's not trying to bluff. Coach Roberto Piazza. Oh, it looks like a stone-cold throw, but there's definitely no net touch. The contact is questionable at best, though. So, yeah, we can all agree that he hasn't touched the net, but gosh, I'm not sure that that contact on the ball was that clean. But anyway, that's not what they're checking for, so Lube dodge a bullet. So the scoreboard gets Wound back, and it is a replay. 20 points to 19. Are they going to set Simon? No, they go to the number 8 is absolutely monstered. One-on-one Ishikawa. Can you believe this Japanese superstar in a one-on-one situation? That is clutch. That is what a superstar does at a superstar moment. Now it's 21-19 and no one can question that play. Yuki Ishikawa with an absolute stunning block. Lube are going to be in a lot of trouble if they can't get a point here. The free ball's going to set up very nicely. Well, this is starting to look really, really bad for the home team. On a run of points, 22-19. This time, Jean Patry sets up beautifully for the Frenchman. Robert Landy-Simon couldn't get there. All at sea was the block of Lube. 22-19. Are they 3 points away from going through to the semi-finals, the final four? Oh, it's all just going absolutely downhill now. The home crowd for Lube are stunned. 23-19 on an unprecedented run of points. So a substitution is all that Blanini can do from the coach's chair. Paolo Porro has served well. He's set beautifully, this young man. Best setter at the under-19 world champs in 2019 and then under-21 world champs a year later. Can't land his serve on that occasion. Well, that's a little pressure release, but gosh. Lube trail by 3, trail 2 sets to 1. They are on the tightrope, folks. They need a moment of individual brilliance. Well, this quarterfinal will be over in a heartbeat. Can Lucarelli come back? Can he get hot from the service line when they really need him? Well, Ishikawa, he's been so steady. Hearts in mouths here in the Palasport Forum Stadium. 21-23. It's going to be Lucarelli again. He needs to keep this ball in hand. Serve number 2 for him. Oh, and he absolutely ignites another one. It's going to be semi-free ball material. They've got to hit a spike here. They've got to find a winner. They've got to find a superstar. And they do. It's Ivan Zaitsev. 22-23. Cometh the hour, cometh the man. Zaitsev prowling around. Peak Zaitsev on that occasion, snapping it down. Ishikawa had an opportunity again, though. They didn't really give him much to work with. Lucarelli, his 3rd serve. Can he lock this 4th set up at 23 all, or will Milano earn a match point? Here's their chance. Ishikawa looks for some floor space. Patry has to dump it over. Oh, what a time. What a moment. What a spike. Yant, the big Cuban, locks it up at 23 all. Boy, oh boy, they needed that. And the Lube crowd finding their voice again. Lucarelli for the 4th time. It's either going to be set point or match point at the back of this action. Which way is it going to be? Lube desperate to win this point as well. The pass is good. The set is great. The block is better. Oh, wow, the ball was down. They'd stopped. Milano had stopped playing. They are going to challenge the heck out of that. Yeah, my goodness. Cool heads required. A challenge has been accepted. The question is, did the ball hit the floor on Lube's side? Milano stopped playing. They believe that ball had landed. It's a referee challenge, so the second referee is the one saying, let's review. He's in his rights to do that. Coach Gian Lorenzo Blanini doesn't agree. Second ref saying, I'm going to get that looked at. But Milano, if they got this right, they have match point. but they stopped playing. Play the whistle is the first thing you're taught as a young lad. Robert Landy Simon being told to calm down. There it is. Oh boy, I see ball on floor. Yes is the answer. Oh, Milano. Well, they saw it true. And that's a big moment. That ball clearly touching the floor. And that's a massive moment because it means for Lube they are staring down the barrel. And the Japanese superstar of Yuki Ishikawa has got a match point serve for the win and to go through to the final four of the Del Monte Coppa Italia Superlega. This is for the win. He's celebrated. They're going to challenge. Why wouldn't you? It's been called out. Wow. An ace for Ishikawa to win it would have been spectacular, but if it's out, it's 24 all, and we're still well and truly alive for Lube, though. Gosh, they thought they had won the rally to get them to a set point. They would have had a serve. It's clearly out. It's a great call by the official. So 24 all, one match point saved by Lube. Wry grin from Roberto Piazza. He knew. Why not add some drama? Lube, still a little bit of life in their campaign. Simon back to the service line. Can he bring up a set point for his team? Any error from Lube brings up a second match point for Milano. Ishikawa's serve receive is good, and it's absolutely crushed. Thomas Yashki, the American, on some wonderful serve reception, it must be said. And this superstar, the quiet achiever, Bartolomei Sciniesi, the best middle blocker at the Olympics, the Olympic gold medalist, the MVP of the French League in 2018-2019. More importantly, the man with the match point ball for Milano, 25-24 for the win. Can Milano pull off the upset? Second match point opportunity. Here we go. Here's their opportunity. The ball's been popped. Set to the outside. No. Second opportunity. Crushed. Yant cross court says, come on, lads. Boy, oh boy, the Lube fans are on the edge of their seat. If you could chew your nails through a face mask, they'd be doing it. 2 match points for Milano. 2 match points saved by Lube. Boy, oh boy, this is some tense action. Ivan Zaitsev, he's done so much. He's carried this team at some really crucial moments. Can he carry them now? 25 all, gives it his all, but it's into the base of the net. It wasn't his best serve. He gave it everything. Jean Patry, the 9. Another French superstar, from one French superstar to another. Match point number 3. Jean Patry, you heard the announcer. Look at him, he's calm, he's at ease. He's got a third match point serve. Milano, surely. Third time's a charm. 1, 2, 3. Not to be. Not his best action. 26 all, he's filthy with himself. How much pressure can Lube absorb? 3 match points saved. Can they earn a set point of their own? Can they take this match to 5? This is Yant, the big Cuban, giving it his all. Oh, not to be. 27, 26. It's going to be the 17, the American, Thomas Yashki. Match point 4, number 4. For Milano, Allianz Milano. Have only won in this stadium once back in 2019, a tight 5-setter. Are they about to win in 4? Yashki, all concentration from the service line for the win. Passes spot on. The set is perfect. Lube going deep. 27 all. Well, that's a gut set. Luciano Di Cecco to set the back set, the quick attack. And the Lube fans chant a little bit longer. The number 12 back to the service line. Enrico Diamantini. Has he got something up his sleeve? Can he find a set point for his team? Oh, dumping it with absolute imperiousness. Paolo Porro indeed. Just once a set likes to remind the opposition that he's in the front court with the left hand, dumping it perfectly. Turns and faces his team. And the captain, who better than this great number 11, Matteo Piano. Match point number 5, 28-27. How much longer can Lube hold out this rampant Milano for the win? Zaitsev, they pick him up. The ball's still alive from the back row. Do you believe what you've just seen? Oh, it's an upset of epic proportions and the celebrations to match. Allianz Milano. This is unbelievable scenes here in Palasport Eurosol Forum. The ball popped off the net. Yashki from the back row. He had to take off from behind the line. He does. He found a gap in the block. Lube are stunned. The crowd are stunned. Milano away from home. Unbelievable scenes. 3-1. There is the official scoreboard. Milano have pulled off what an upset, 22-25. They won the first set. Lube came back 25-19 in the third, then 25-20 and 29-27 in an epic fourth set. You can see what it means to them. This team from Milano, they've come in away from home, all the disruption, this superstar team, Yashki, Jean Patry, Yuki Ishikawa, maybe none better than Bartolomei Sciniesi, the number 1. And they will go through to the Del Monte Italian Cup Final 4. Let's have a look at the stats for the match. 98 winners, 57 attacks. The blocking was much better. The serving was much better. One less error. But they just showed some wonderful grit at some clutch moments. And this is a boil over. Milano away from home, you can see what it means. Incredible scenes here. The home crowd is stunned, but this small cohort of Milano fans that have travelled to this match, absolutely over the moon. Because their team, Allianz Milano, are off to the Del Monte Italian Cup Final 4 on the 5th and 6th of March in Bologna. And there you can see what it means. They will now match up against Trentino after their victory earlier in the day over Monza. In the other half of the draw, we've still got Perugia versus Padova. But there it is, the semi-final. Number 1 is decided. Milano, victorious today, will take on Trentino for a spot in the final. The Del Monte Coppa Italia 2022 is underway, and Milano have pulled off a massive upset. Wonderful scenes here. Seeded number 7 over the number 2 seeded team.